But for the moment, our dear viewers, we're going to discuss our first topic of discussion, which is about innovations in the field of minerals. This event was held in Jeddah and showing a two Saudi inventors, Mr. Yuosef Bondagje, King's Faisal Specialist Hospital and Research Center, Jeddah Security Department, and inventor Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh, advisor in health science, member of American College of Health. I'm sure I'm saying the names wrong, but definitely we'll be having more discussions after a very quick short break. Stay tuned.
Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh, what can you tell us about this innovation?
Thank you very much, Brother Ziad. I would like to introduce our interpreter, the inventor, Mr. Yuosef Bondagje, who has, mashallah, a diploma in accounting and a bachelor degree in hospital administration. He has worked hard in producing many inventions and many projects that he was really enthused to come up with useful and fruitful endings. And now I can explain to you where that I have been with him for a long time as a strategic partner. And of course, I am a bachelor degree in public health and hospital management and master's degree in health science. But of course, with my contacts with Yusuf, I have gained a lot of ideas how to get things to be in the pattern of inventions and new ideas for the public, for the society, for the nation, our beloved nation, to get the useful benefit of it. The first thing that I would like to mention here, that he has really produced a very nice innovation for the aviation safety, for all aviation safety in the world, where he introduced and produced a very, very sophisticated system that to be installed in the aircraft, where that all the data of the aircraft to be transferred to the black box, it could be instantaneously to be transferred to the ground. So the black box is important, but it's not going to be somehow that if the plane is lost, then we have no information about the location of the plane and etc. In the same time, he has really produced a very, very vital system where that the cockpit door, it can be unlocked from the ground with his system, the Y7000, Yuosef 7000. If you remember, the German wings last year, where the co-pilot has suicided and he killed with him 149 passengers. He locked the door of the cockpit and the captain was outside in the laboratory, and going back again, he could not really unlock the door. He was clamming and all the passengers were screaming, and at the end, all passengers were dead and the plane was crashed in the Alps mountain. So Yuosef 7000, as a system, it can really open the cockpit door from the ground, and this is a breakthrough in aviation safety. In the same time, where that the cabin of the aircraft has equipped with IP cameras, sound and picture, and it will help a lot the investigators and the people, the crew in the ground, to communicate if there is a terrorist act on the plane, to communicate with this gang, and of course it can really be a useful thing where that they can resolve that dilemma.
Well, with that, we are back. That was our report about innovations in the field of minerals. And soon enough in the program, we're going to be hosting through a direct telephone line connection from Jeddah, Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh, and that is going to be a little later in the program. But we do know that there is an whole academy for the gifted students, where the talented ones from the society get to go and really excel in whatever it is that they're blessed with. It is just about something that goes to show that not everybody is created equal. Everybody has a different talent in something. That does not make anybody above anyone else, but at the same time, it definitely is a great opportunity for the parents to be more observant around their kids and to just acknowledge which child possesses, let's say, this agility to be more inclined to develop something that is artistic or something that's more creative, something mathematical, whatever else it may be. Because from the early ages, when you tend to groom your kids from their artistic talents or their creativity, whatever else it may be, then once they go out into adults, they're more empowered to use that creativity or that talent that was provided to them from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the most efficient ways. And we have seen the example of Mr. Naif, who has made a wonderful product that will eventually, inshallah, help our aviation facilities. For the moment, our director of commercial is ready. So, assalamu alaikum. Joining us on the telephone line is Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh. He's the advisor to the BSPH MS in Health Science member of the National College of Healthcare. So, assalamu alaikum, Mr. Naif, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure and honor to be in Saudi Channel today. But if I may say that I can barely hear you. But anyhow, I would like to mention one thing before I start my talk, that I'm not an inventor. I'm an advocate for entrepreneurs. And I'm here to state a message for everyone, for investors, for the government authorities, that to empower the advocacy for this young entrepreneur, where that we can really come. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure and honor to be in Saudi Channel 2 today. But if I may say that I can barely hear you, sister. But anyhow, I would like to mention one thing before I start my talk, that I'm not an inventor. I'm an advocate for entrepreneurs. And I'm here to state a message for everyone, for investors, for the government authorities, that to empower the advocacy for this young entrepreneur, where that we can really come up with a very fruitful and useful inventions to the society.
Right. Well, Mr. Naif, we would like for you to be telling us a little more about the definition of the innovation and the idea of this national project for supply cereal sponsor.
Okay. Thank you. Of course, I come from a health industry field, and I would like always to see things that out of the box, and I would like to encourage people to see things in innovation pattern. And of course, this is part of my advocacy for all young entrepreneurs. And of course, because of my friendship and my attachment to the young entrepreneur, Mr. Yuosef Bondagje, who has many inventions, some under process and some already been materialized in a way that it can be publicized, such as the new material that he came up with, that it can be, with extra development and extra work, it can be replacing the steel industry. This can really be very revolutionary in the industrial world. Of course, it is very solid, very strong, and stronger than steel by 8 times, and lighter than steel 5 times. So this is something that I would love to see this inventions of his to be looked at and to be studied and to be reviewed, where that the process of such product that it can be coming to life. And this is going to have a great impact on our economy and the industrial look as well.
Inshallah. And of course, Mr. Naif, can you elaborate more about the proposal to establish a quasi-governmental company specializes in logistics support between innovators and investors and of course recipients?
Thank you. As I said in the beginning that the young entrepreneur, such as Mr. Bondagje, has another inventions of aviation safety, and it has been processed with the General Bureau of Aviation here in the kingdom. And I would love to see some kind of a body, a government body or semi-government, where that they can collect all this entrepreneur and explore what they have, where that they can be verified, be processed, be pursued. And if one project or one invention can take place to come to a really fruitful results, that is a blessing. But I'm sure that there are tens or maybe hundreds entrepreneurs that in the kingdom that looking for someone to back them up and support them. And this is my message as well today.
Fantastic. Now, Mr. Naif, if we can please ask you about the size of the investment for each large project if the innovations were identified and developed from the state.
Okay. Just prematurely I can say that regarding the product which can replace the steel and the aviation safety of Yuosef Bondagje, and the idea which I came up with, which is a trend in the United States and Europe for the supply chain management, this all can result in billions and billions of revenue and billions in savings in the budget. This is something that I would love to see how the Higher National Economic Council, chaired by His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, that can verify and pursue the inventions and the ideas where it can really have an impact on our beloved nation economy. Of course, the appreciation and the thanks for the Holy Custodian of the Holy Mosque and the government and all the people who are really becoming very supportive to this young entrepreneur. And my message here is to enhance this work with a certain mechanism where that it can be really, in the end, have a greater impact on our economy.
Inshallah. And of course, it really goes to show that the hard work will definitely speak for itself in the end when it's definitely used by everyone around the world, or especially in the kingdom. Mr. Naif, can you tell us about examples from other countries because of its economy and the rise of the national adoption of innovations with relevant economics availability, which is usually beneficial to their homeland as a source of other income? Like for here in the kingdom, do you feel like this can definitely assist us in the income regarding the budgets and of course the future growth in the kingdom?
Absolutely, absolutely. You see other countries in the world, in Europe and in Asia, and especially in North America, they are very focused on inventors and young entrepreneurs, where that they take their inventions and they help them in processing it, in helping them in developing it, and they will endorse it, and they will automatically be the father and the mother of these inventions, and they will implement it and they will apply it, and automatically, of course, they will have the greater benefit. You have such in India, there are a lot of entrepreneurs and inventors in Japan, and they have greater benefit to their economy and to their society. So I would love to see these things here to be applied in the kingdom, where we have the raw material and we have the support of the government.
Fantastic. Now, Mr. Naif, since we are running out of time, sir, we would like for you to please conclude this session with a message for the Supreme National Economic Center, sir.
Yes, I'm appealing to the Supreme National Economic Council to adopt all the process of any entrepreneur or any invention in establishing a body or an agency, a national agency, to attract all these people. And then automatically, if any invention that it can be materialized in something that it will be returned in benefit to the country, that would be a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the whole aim, because we are here soldiers for this country and we are very loyal. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Indeed, and Mr. Naif will definitely will ask you more questions because it's something that, innovations in the field of minerals, especially here, or any type of inventors in the kingdom, it really goes to show that this is going to be a great growth and a great business and of course income, especially since, for the first time ever in the kingdom, we're starting to move a little away from the oil industry and more into real estate and every other sector. So for the moment, Mr. Naif will definitely continue a discussion more, but for the moment, we'll take a quick and short report and be back with asking you more questions. Stay tuned.
Actually, I'm talking about new material, using material science and all that. I mix it together. It's kind of strong by steel. We're using actually, it's international. It's very expensive for steel at times. What I do it is cheaper than steel production, 50% cost. It's very low cost. When I mix it together, it's coming so you can use it for many things. Actually, it's you can use high temperature, more than 1,850 centigrade high temperature. You can have more. Many things with this material. What I'm doing here is I make 3 types of material. It's not carbon fiber, but it looks like carbon fiber, but I use different ones. What I'm talking about, it's revolution. Use iron uniform, use this, or many things we can use it. That's what I'm talking about. One takes a plane of this material. You can shape it by
So well, with that, we are back. Our topic of discussion for today is innovations in the field of minerals, and we are delighted to be having a direct telephone line connection all the way from my favorite city in the kingdom, from Jeddah, with Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh. He is an advisor for the health science member. He is an advisor as well as a health science member of the American College of Healthcare. So welcome back, Mr. Naif. And now we would like to ask you more about, you mentioned that you are an advisor as well, and you are a big supporter of the entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs. So please tell us, what do you think about the think tanks that we have in Saudi Arabia that are trying to nestle in the young entrepreneurs, that once they have an idea set as a first modified attempt, they can actually go to these places and they can enroll themselves, and these think tanks would be able to really process their idea further and connect them to the right people.
Okay, thank you. If I understood your question very clearly, I think the intention here or the message is to establish a national agency, national body to attract all entrepreneurs, all inventors from different sections of the country, and to have a facility for them in order to administer and test their inventions and their ideas. And of course, this facility should have some experts in different type of sciences that it can, in the end, verify and pursue the end results of the entrepreneur invention. If it happens that it can be really working out, then it's good. So another body that should really look at it and pursue more in depth. And I think this will encourage everyone to have this relaxed from inside, that they are really supported, they are really looked at, they are really recognized in the kingdom, and you will have hundreds of people. Of course, this will result in a very national campaign for different ideas, and these ideas can really result in a very great economical impact on the country. So I would love to see this national agency to be established, and of course the government and the authorities here and the Supreme National Economic Council will not hesitate to start something like this for the betterment of the country economy.
Indeed. And Mr. Naif, I'm sure that you've noticed recently, or within the past couple of months, the Minister of Education and, of course, many officials in the kingdom, they want to push for the most talented individuals to have the creativity, shown to the kingdom to assist the economy and, of course, the growth into the kingdom. Whether we have international scholarships or scholarships in the kingdom. How do you feel that when we have an entrepreneur that has a great an idea, a great plan, or a great product, how can we assist them more as a society? Because unfortunately, some of them, they have challenges when they have a great product or a great idea for them to showcase it to the kingdom.
They have these challenges and these obstacles in order to put their words and put their ideas through, and they might think of going outside to get some support, which I don't want to see this happening at all. So I would love to grab and attract these people and examine their ideas, test their products, see and if it is really genuine or not. If it is genuine, pursue more in depth. And this can really be done by certain facilities and certain body with a lot of governors, rules that it can be in end result be a benefit to the country.
Fantastic. Mr. Naif, now we would like for you to be giving out a message for all the people who are watching you right now, sir, for the parents who have talented children, for the young adults who know that they have a very new idea and something that is truly innovative.
I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear.
Mr. Naif, we are running out of time. We would like for you to be concluding this segment by giving out a message to the parents and to the young minds as well who are watching you right now to feel motivated to really go ahead and pursue their idea further with the help of authorities from the government.
Yes, I'm just sending the message here for everyone, young or old, that whatever ideas and thoughts we have for betterment, for the living way, ideas for new technology, ideas for new things that it can be helping the humanity, please don't hesitate. Work on it, and soon you will have a greater support from this beloved country. And I'm sure that all these entrepreneurs, they will have this shoulders around them in order to be supported and in order to complete their mission in a very professional way. So please don't stop and depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ثم on our authority and government to ensure your products and your inventions will be going through smoothly.
Indeed, definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Naif, for joining us today, especially a direct interview all the way from Jeddah. Again, thank you so much, and I wish all the very best for all those people that you're working hard with regarding the young entrepreneurs, young inventors, and of course, with their great talent and their passion, the kingdom will definitely be in a safe hand, inshallah. Again,
Thank
for
you
our
very
dear
much.
viewers, that's Mr. Naif Al-Dabbagh, who's advisor and in health and science member of American College of Healthcare. Today, was discussing mostly about inventors, entrepreneurship, and of course, all the hard work and great minds that goes to show the great ideas behind our everyday products, behind the everyday technology. So definitely, we should be very proud and give them always assistance and of course the encouragement, because at the end, a great idea with no help would definitely be no idea at all. So definitely a very good message for all those individuals who have something that they want to show into the kingdom and of course into the world. But for a moment, we'll take a quick and short break and we'll join after the same.